Welcome back again. You're watching Cruise1st TV and it's time for another one of our special shows where we're celebrating Cruise Week with our friends at the Cruise Lines International Association, or CLIA. It's a fabulous 7-day event where we've lined up special deals from all of your favourite cruise lines, and we've added our very own exclusive bonus from us here at Cruise1st as well, if you book these offers by the end of this Sunday. Now, this is a brilliant week to get a cruise booked. Maybe you're discovering cruising for the very first time, or you're just looking at new options and maybe a change of cruise line for you as well to break your travel boundaries. And the amazing thing, of course, about cruise holidays is that really is something out there for absolutely everyone.
Welcome to the world of cruising, where every moment is a memory waiting to be made. Imagine waking up to a new and exciting destination every day, all while enjoying the comfort and luxury of a floating resort. Whether you're a sun seeker, a history buff, or a foodie, there's a cruise for everyone. With endless activities, gourmet dining, and entertainment that never stops, every moment is an epic adventure. And the best part? Unpack only once, and the world comes to you. It's time to set sail, create unforgettable memories, and explore the world effortlessly on a fabulous cruise adventure where the journey is just as incredible as the destinations.
And with me on this show, it is, I think, don't tell anyone else, my favourite guest here at Cruise1st TV from Princess Cruise Line is the wonderful Jo McGawley. Welcome back.
Thank you, Derek. It's been a while.
It has been too long, as always, but I love you. You know I love you anyway, but I love you even more today because you've come bearing gifts, haven't you? You've bought me my own princess medallion. My clip-on medallion.
I didn't think I could turn up with one and not give you one. But the only disappointing thing, Derek, they don't work at home.
I know. How rubbish, eh?
Which is really sad.
But they make the biggest difference when you're on one of the ships, don't they?
They should. I've gone on about this so much, but genuinely the last cruise I was on, it was so action-packed in terms of itinerary that just coming on back on board, not having to worry about where I was getting a drink from, just sitting down exhausted, and your drink just appears. It was just amazing having the medallion on the last cruise.
And you've just been on one as well, right?
Yeah, Sky Princess up to Norway and North Cape, and it was fabulous. Exceptional.
And that's good because we're talking about Sky Princess all the way through this show. So here's a little bit of a helping hand as to how the medallion can work for you. You don't need to clip it to you. You can keep it in your bag. You can wear it on like a bracelet thing, can't you? But it opens up a world of opportunities, doesn't it, Jo?
It does, and the great thing on board is now that on all board ships we've got a medallion desk. So if you have any issues whilst you're on board, just go and see the guys. They'll sort it all out for you. Opening up your cabin, ordering, as I say, your drinks wherever you are, food, fancy a hamburger, just order it through the app and get it delivered to you. It's just a world, and track people. I love tracking people around the ship, particularly my family.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually, then, because you haven't got to say, OK, meet me here, and then they're not there. You actually know where they are in real time.
Which is brilliant for multi-generational cruising, Derek, which we talked about before.
Yes.
So really important with teenagers in particular, I think.
Well, that saves that little bit of those little conversations that, you know, your other and better half. You know, you have those conversations. You said you'd be here. You know, those little angsty conversations. You don't really want those on a cruise, do you?
Well, I think that's why the medallion was built in the first place, to get rid of some of those friction points. Yeah. And there's always one member of the family, always. It's normally my mother. Yeah. She's never where she's supposed to be when she's supposed to be. So I can go on the screen, I know exactly where it is, and it's normally still in the cabin doing her hair. Yeah. That's where it is.
See, it's like a little virtual, not leash, but, you know, it just helps. Anyway, let's talk about what we've got coming up on this show, because we have got so many adventures to take with Princess. And of course, it's a very special time. We are celebrating Cruise Week ourselves here at Cruise1st. So if you book any of the offers in this show by the end of this Sunday, and you'll only see these shows this week as well, we will send you one of these, which is our exclusive Cruise1st Future Cruise Voucher. And that can save you money off your next booking with us, which is brilliant. Now then, when Princess come and see us, they always bring something to the table. So as part of our Cruise Week offers, we've got low deposit chances, which are limited time as well on these offers. Just £50 per person will secure the deal if you are quick. There's a mighty upgrade for grabs on all of these offers as well. And of course, as part of our own celebrations, of course, that future cruise voucher, but you must book by the end of Sunday to take advantage of all of those goodies. So, on to the show. Joe and I will guide you through incredible offers on the fabulous Sky Princess. And Joe's just been on Sky as well, so she's fresh back with a number of no-flight opportunities for next year, low deposits and lots more to talk about. Later, Sky takes us in March out to the Med to enjoy France, Spain, Portugal and our very own Gibraltar on a no-fly fortnight with the chance to treat yourself to the sweet experience in just one upgrade. And in April, she takes us on a different course from Southampton for 8 nights to the glorious fjords of Norway, which Joe's just done. Again, up to a mini suite in just one upgrade if you want to go the whole 9 yards on that one. Or how about for next August, 2 weeks of cruising Sky Princess out of Southampton to the wonders of the Med, exploring Spain, France and Italy. And again, upgrade to balcony on this one, and we'll upgrade you to a mini suite. I mean, ridiculous. But first in this show, a mega adventure over 31 nights on Sky Princess. No fly from Southampton, and we're heading off to Canada and New England at the most magical time of the year, the 15th of September next year. Down at Southampton, Sky Princess awaits, and we'll be taking you right around Sky Princess all the way through this show. Now, in terms of this itinerary, Joe, I know you mentioned that if you want to do Canada and New England, this is the one to grab for next year.
If you want to go round trip Southampton, when we just did our launch for 2025, this itinerary is not included. So if you want to do that long trip, round trip Southampton, no flights involved, then next year you have to book it. So this is the time to book.
Wonderful. We're having a little look around the restaurants first, because we're going to focus on a different part of Sky Princess all of the way through. Listen, you tell me, you've just been there.
So I think you've just seen in the clip, actually, Bistro sur la Mer has been replaced with a new restaurant called The Catch by Rudy on board Sky Princess. It is, oh, I can't tell you, my gosh, it's the most magnificent seafood restaurant on board. It was literally lobster, oysters, mussels, scallops. It all came on ice. You know, the big theatrical seafood extravaganza. Honestly, it was absolutely extraordinary. So The Catch, go with that. Speciality dining, so it does come with a surcharge. However, highly, highly recommend it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
superb.
Always, always well worth it. And we're seeing some of the other speciality dining here as well. And it's all spectacular. It all feels very different as well. So every night a completely different dining experience.
We just like to give our guests the choice. So if you just want to go to the buffet every night, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. If you want to go and eat at the main dining room, which is complimentary, including every cruise at Princess Cell, that's fine as well. But if you want to just go and have a little bit of luxury, we offer 4 types of dining now on board. The complimentary dining, our casual dining, speciality dining, and then for those that really want to push the boat out, we've got our new experiential dining, which is such things as the chef's Lumiere table in the main dining room, which is...
Now that looks incredible, because that is actually you, and it's like a maximum of around about, is it 10 people?
It's 10 people.
Yeah, so 10 people have the chance to actually have this really exclusive kind of, you know, evening of food entertainment almost, really, isn't it?
Exactly what it is. You get enveloped in a big light curtain in the centre of the dining room. The sommelier and the maitre d' will come and explain dishes, the wines. It's an exclusive by invitation, so you can't actually pre-book it. You have to get on board, and then you put your name down on the list, and then you are chosen to go and experience this luxury,
oh my word,
as I say, dining experience. It's so cool.
So even if you've taken multiple Princess cruises in the past, this is still offering you that certain extra something as well, new surprise.
Absolutely, and it may not be the sweet guests that get it. It may be somebody new to Princess that it is literally one of those, every night you get the invitation under your door. It's one of those you watch and wait and see if you've been selected.
That's super, super exciting. We're looking at some of the more sort of, well, we were just looking there at some of the more grab and go options. Vines looks
my
incredible.
Favourite. It's my favourite. So Vines now within the new casual dining experience. Yes. You can pay $14.99 and you get a 3-course menu, and it includes like charcuterie boards. You can buy these a la carte items as well.
Yeah.
So one of my favourite things is actually sitting in Vines with a really nice glass of wine, and now you can have it with cheeses, olives, some hummus, you know, all the meat platters. So all these extra options that we're putting on board the ships are just offering the guests even further dining experiences.
It is fantastic, and you know, obviously we'll touch as we go through the show on the changes to Princess Plus, because Princess Plus has been enhanced. And then the great thing is not enhanced by price, but definitely enhanced by experience as well. And we'll come back and we'll talk about that a little bit later on, because we need to go around Canada and New England. Remember, this is for the middle of next September, but amazing time to book this right now. So, of course, 31 nights. You're joining in Southampton. You've got that trip across the pond, of course, out to Canada. Just some of the highlights on this itinerary. I mean, every port's a highlight, but Quebec City, you have an overnight there, so 2 full days and an overnight. You have an overnight in New York, which is just ridiculously good, of course. Fantastic itinerary. And then, of course, you're going down to Rhode Island and Massachusetts, into Maine as well. And then, of course, sailing your way back towards Southampton as well. This is the ultimate experience. And again, as Joe said earlier, this is one of those opportunities which are very, very few and far between as well. So this is the opportunity for 2024 if you want to do this kind of itinerary to and from Southampton. So take advantage of it. If you've been promising yourself for a long, long time, actually, this is the kind of trip. But I would prefer to do that minus the, the air travel and everything else, or maybe you don't fly or you just prefer not to, then this is great. Now, we've got limited time low deposits on this one, so you need to act very, very quickly. You can book, the price I'm about to give you, you can book with a deposit of just £50 each, which is ridiculous if you think about it. So let's look at your price tag first of all, but I want you to hold your horses before you do anything, even when you've seen this price tag, because that is immense for what is included. That is immense at 2229. I was expecting a 99 at the end. It's not even a 99 at the end. It's a 2229 on this one. Low deposit today of just £50 per person. But I want to talk to you about upgrades on this one, because if you book a deluxe balcony on this offer, we will upgrade you to a mini suite, which is the most incredible, I think, prospect. And we're doing that, I think, pretty much right the way through this show as well with these offers, which is just, 1, unheard of, and 2, stunning. So we need to see what that price tag is to go straight to a mini suite. You can do it in one upgrade in a deluxe balcony there. So you've got your upgrade price there, but that price would be for a deluxe balcony. That's what you're paying for. You're being upgraded again to a mini suite. Now, just quickly, if you will, Joe, just nutshell, will you, a mini suite and what it offers for us?
So I'll be honest, I only sell mini suites now, because once you've been in one, it's really hard to go back.
Okay.
You do get that extra bit of space, so you get 2 televisions. So as well, if your other half wants to watch something, you can pull the curtain across, let them watch what they want. You can go in your lounge area and watch what you want. You get a complimentary glass of champagne on arrival, so your cabin steward come and introduce himself, and you can have a chat, get to know them on day one.
Yeah.
The minute you're in your cabin, of course, he knows you're in your cabin, because he will have seen it by the medallion, so he knows that you're there. Plus, for me, you get the bath. So having that additional space in the bathroom just makes that difference, particularly on some of the northern routes that we do, coming back from Norwegian fjords, where you've been walking all day, come back and get in the bath. It's lovely. Yeah.
Oh, that does sound good, doesn't it? That does sound absolutely amazing. Now, listen, we are talking Cruise Week special, so these shows are only on until Sunday. And if you book these offers in this show, as well as all of the goodies and the offers and the low deposits and upgrades and this, that and the other, you book your cruise from these shows by the end of Sunday, we're going to send you one of these, which is our Cruise1st Future Cruise Voucher, which you have to say very, very slowly. But this little baby here is worth up to £175 off your next booking with us here at Cruise1st. So take up one of the amazing offers with a low deposit right now, and just having sorted it this week, you get one of these as well, which is going to save you money off your next cruise with us here at Cruise1st, which is wonderful. We'll come back to Princess Plus a little bit later on as well, because you'll be sure to add that to your booking as well. Right, next, let's go straight. I knew we'd run out of time straight away on this one. We'll go straight next to a no-fly Mediterranean adventurer. Now, this is a 2-week cruise on the 10th of August next year on Sky Princess. And of course, she's in Southampton. And we are looking this time at the various activities that there are on board Sky Princess. Oh yeah, many and plenty. And let's just talk very, very quickly, Joe. the average kind of profile? Are we talking families? Are we talking couples? Are we talking everyone on a Princess cruise?
So it's absolutely everybody. And I think I've discussed this before when we've been on. I think some people look at it and think, oh, they haven't got bells and whistles. You've got no slides on the top deck. However, the activities for the family as a whole on board are exceptional. So I think you've probably seen we've got the full sports facilities. People don't understand. We've got a basketball court up on top deck. We've got golf. The thing I really like about Sky Princess, for people like myself, Derek, I'm not over familiar with the gym, but I do like a nice walk in the fresh air. So Sky Princess in particular has got a really big walking track up on top deck.
There's the gym if you want it, by the way.
Not for me, but you know, I like the look of it. It's very nice, very well equipped.
I'll go and have a look, Joe. I'm not averse to looking. Here's some of the entertainment on board as well, of course. If you fancy just having a little wander through and seeing what's going on in the casino, not something we can talk about on television, obviously. There are the big theatre productions, of course. Princess Live is spectacular.
Princess Live is a more small, intimate experience. So we do things like Deal or No Deal, the Mr. and Mrs. Game
this is the
Show.
game shows, yeah.
So it's actually a live studio. So we do a lot of filming ourselves in Princess Live.
Okay.
It's got a bar attached to it as well, which is great.
Does that mean I can watch that in the stateroom as well?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's good.
Absolutely.
Listen, we're gonna deep dive into every aspect of Sky Princess through this show as well. It's really, really good. So let's have a look at your itinerary on this one then. So it's a 2-week cruise, this one. Very, very nice. Again, to and from Southampton. So for those of you who prefer not to fly, actually, a lot of people are going to, because so many people are staycationing again this year as well. So many people like this idea of, okay, I don't have to deal with the airport and all the rest of it. This is my preference. But look at the itineraries there. Beautiful, through Spain, France and Italy as well. If you want to have a closer look at that itinerary, of course, just pop that reference into cruise1st.tv and you'll get the full list of all the places you're going and all the things you can do in those places as well. Now, remember, for a limited time, we've got a low deposit offer, just £50 per person, which is brilliant. So if you want to get this sorted right now, no better time than this week, because of course you get the future cruise voucher as well. So let me show you the price tag. This can't be right. This can't be right, surely. Look at the time of year, look at the price tag. I mean, come on. If you think about what is included in that price tag versus even taking, you know, a holiday place somewhere around the UK and all the extras that you need to pay out for, and the fact that you haven't got pools on tap and entertainment every night and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I could go on for the whole half hour about what's included. That price is absolutely incredible. You can book that with a deposit right now, just £50 each per person. And we have got this upgrade opportunity for you as well. Let's show you right now. So if you book now to a deluxe balcony for an extra $749, which is pretty handsome for a 14-night cruise for a balcony upgrade, we'll upgrade you again to a mini suite. I'm loving the fact that actually you and your half want to watch different things. That's really, really good actually, isn't it? Draw the curtain, you've got one TV, your other half has got the other TV, and so many other pluses, of course.
I was going to say, look at it on this particular cruise as well. If you've got a family of 4, it gives you more space as that family as well. So again, shut the curtain, get the kids in one half, mum and dad, bit of a downtime.
That's a very, very good idea. I'm sure they'll be quiet as mice. Right, let's have a quick look at Princess Plus and what has changed there as well, because Princess Plus has enhanced, but it hasn't changed price, Jo.
It hasn't. So what we have done is look at the overall package and how we can give the guests the best experience within that £50 for Plus. So now you have the new opportunity to have 2 casual dining experiences during your cruise. We have Ocean Now delivery. So if you just go on a standard fare, you have to pay $14.99 to get your food delivered. It's a one-off charge, and once that's paid, you can order wherever you want on the ship. If you pay to Plus, then obviously that is waived for you, no room service fee. It's just enhancing it all the time to make the guest experience. It's that all-inclusive piece and the value that makes your dream holidays. Yeah,
it's really, really good. Again, if you want more details of that, our team have everything on hand. 0800 953 4700. So let's take another one of these offers while we've got the low deposits and the, you know, all these jazzy upgrades and the future cruise voucher. If you book by Sunday, remember, has to be booked by the end of Sunday. So let's go to the Norwegian fjords on Sky Princess now, 27th of April next year. This time we are going to look at the accommodation on board Sky Princess. And you've just done a fjords, haven't you?
I did. So I went up to North Cape. So we did a lot of the destinations on this itinerary. Cool. What a stunning part of the world, and because you're so active off the ship, it's brilliant to come back on and just relax. So
Yes.
on board we have the most incredible spa.
There it is.
Lotus Spa in the Enclave. So the Enclave is our thermal suite. So once you get on board, you can go and book your spot for the week. So they vary price-wise depending on the sailing and how long you're on board. But once you've paid that fee, you can come and go as you please. And as I say, thermal spa, saunas, hot beds that once you're lying in them after those walks in the mountains, oh, it's just a fabulous place to just go and relax on board. Yeah.
That's a great thing, isn't it? I mean, it's always home from home with Princess, isn't it? I think that's why people go back again and again and again, isn't it? I mean,
familiarity, Derek, as well, I think.
Yeah, it is. And you do. You find something you like, you go back again and again and again. And the reputation, no matter how many times you change classes of ship or your style of ship, you still have the Princess essentials are always there.
Always there and always in the same place. And I've said this every time and I'm like a stuck record. I know I am. Apologies. But once you've been on one Princess ship, you walk on, it's like having a big hug because you know where everything is. And so easy.
And the team on board as well. Intuitive, friendly, have time to talk to you as well. You get to know your team on board as well, don't you?
And I think this is where the medallion has now enhanced everything because the crew are always around. It's making their lives easier, giving them more time to
I guess
give
it's
to the guests.
sped things up a little bit, hasn't it?
Massively
to some degree.
But it's allowed them then to interact more with the guests. Because come on, let's face it, it's all about making memories. I remember every single person that gave me that personal service on board, even years after the sailing. It's
of course.
Do you remember Max in International Cafe? He was amazing doing pictures on my coffee. It's these people experiences, I think, really make the memories, Derek.
This is so nice. And you know what? The fjords really are, I mean, if you haven't been, you have to. If you have been, you'll definitely want to go back and see more because every cruise is different. Here's where this is going then for you on your itinerary. It goes on the 27th of April and we are going for 8 nights, aren't we? Which is perfect, absolutely perfect. Do you know why I'm stumbling? Because I just looked at 8 nights and I've just seen the price. You're about to, and I'm like, really? For 8 nights? That's pretty incredible, let me tell you. So there are all the destinations you're going. Half of them are unpronounceable, but they are, just take it as read. That picture on the right-hand side, that shows you just page 1 of the beauty of the Norwegian fjords. It's incredible. Okay, right, let's release this. I can't believe, honestly, we're doing this and this in combo. Like, this doesn't make sense. I should be saying, actually, there's no future cruise voucher on this offer. There's no low deposits on this offer. And there's no, upgrade to a suite if you book a balcony on this offer. Like, there shouldn't be any of those things on this. 669 is your price tag for this one. You can book it right now with a low deposit of £50 per person. And if you book this by the end of Sunday, we've agreed now. You will also get the Future Cruise voucher, which is going to save you up to £175 off your next booking. And let's look at the upgrades, because if you book a balcony, a deluxe balcony on this one, oh, you just would. You're going to be upgraded to a mini suite. Thank you very much. I mean, what can we add to that, Jo? I mean,
now is the time to book. I say this every time, but genuinely, with that £50 low deposit, this upgrade message comes around once a year, if that.
Yep.
So if you're going to book for next year, now really is the time. And I know that sounds, I'm from Princess, but now really is the time.
No, you're right. Well, listen, I mean, and we've added another kind of, okay, it's even more urgent now with the Future Cruise voucher, and no one is going to miss the chance of that. If you can say today you can book that for just £50 each as a deposit, and book it by the end of Sunday and get your Future Cruise voucher, you just would, wouldn't you? Because we're all about saving wherever we can, because that's money in your pocket at the end of the day. That's more holidays, isn't it? Let's face it, because it won't stay in your pocket for long. You'll book another holiday. So let's do another holiday, shall we? This time on Sky Princess, we're going to Spain, France and Portugal, to and from Southampton, 25th of March next year. And we're going to have another look on board. Oh, my word, this is incredible. So we're looking at the accommodation now. So now we get a chance to see the mini suites as well. So here is our lead-in prices are based on interior, which look absolutely lovely, very spacious as well, which is what you want.
I think the great design that Princess do is that the wardrobes aren't actually within the in your sleeping space.
Nice to have them out the way, isn't it?
So they're out the way, so your suitcase and everything can be totally out of your sleeping space, which is great.
So there's the balcony. These are going to whiz through quite quickly on this video, because they always do. Right, there we are at the mini suite. I almost want to press pause there. That's what Jo was talking about. That's a big space, Jo, right?
It's that additional seating area, so you can totally separate sleeping, living, playing, walking straight out to your balcony, which is slightly larger. For me, and there's the bath.
Oh, there's the bar.
Getting in a bath at the end, as I say, of a long day is just a great way to end the day. Maybe with a beer that you've ordered off the app to arrive to your cabin.
Yeah.
Who knows, some more fluffy towels delivered, all via your Medallion app.
Pure bliss, and we're looking here at some of the Sky Suites as well, so you can go even further in terms of your upgrading if you want to. And Sky Suite kind of talks for itself there, doesn't it, really? Kind of the ultimate position on the ship, and so much more. I wish we had time to go there, but we really don't in this show, let me tell you, because we need to look at the itinerary right now. So here it is, again with this cruise. Given the fact that you can very easily get to that mini suite on this one, you almost don't mind where it's going to. But quite handily, it's going to some lovely places there for duty free, of course, including lovely Gibraltar, which is brilliant, and get you up the Rock of Gibraltar, which is there on the right-hand side there. Go and have a lovely lunch up there with the lovely views across to Morocco and everything. It's just beautiful. That's a lovely itinerary, I have to say. And if you want to dive into that itinerary deeper, again, pop PC456 into our website and you get all the details there. Now remember, this is not the price, is it? Okay, right, we need to show them, sorry. Like how 2-week cruise, £50 per person deposit today gets this booked in for you right now. And listen, how far away is March? Where are we now? September. Well, there you go. It's gonna come around before we know it. And we don't know how long and dark and dank and cold and everything else our winter is going to be. Who knows this year? It's anybody's guess, isn't it? 949. It's felt like autumn or summer, hasn't it? 949 per person. But hang on, because you can book a balcony on this one and we'll upgrade you to the mini suite that we were just looking at. So let's look at the price for that then. Honestly, I'm so excited. It's ridiculous. So 569 more to go balcony per person, and we'll upgrade you from balcony to the mini suite. It's not a bad deal, is it really, Jo?
And I think that time of year as well, you're quite right, winter's just been 12 months, hasn't it? It's
pretty much, yeah.
So come March, the crowds are quieter in some of these resorts, so you could head down to the port in Malta and just have a beer. It's much quieter, but it's still mild, and it's just a fabulous time of year.
Yeah, as well. And listen, you know, you can't have escaped watching your TV screens that, you know, this year in the most weird and wonderful place, there have been extreme heat waves at times of year that you wouldn't necessarily expect them to be. So this is a really good time to go, actually, because you haven't got that intense heat. It's my favourite time, actually. Yeah, because of that. Yeah, it's perfect, because it gets us better weather away from here, and, you know, what's not to love about that? Don't forget, of course, book it this week and you will get your future cruise voucher. These shows are only on till Sunday, so you've got to book these to get the future cruise voucher by the end of Sunday. I'm not telling you, but I'm telling you. Because it's worth it. It's money off your next holiday, isn't it? Let's have another quick look. Have we got time? Quick look at Princess Plus. £50 per person per day. This applies to any of the cruises that we've just seen, by the way. And in a nutshell, it makes it all inclusive with your drinks, with Wi-Fi. You've just upgraded Wi-Fi as well, right? Yeah, so we've now, for anybody that's into tech, have a look at Starlink. So it's a complete game changer on board the ship. So you can work, you can stream, you can watch Netflix. It's absolutely superb. So which is really good. It's just what you want, doesn't it? So so much more included as well. I'd love to go into it, but time is so short. But because you know these glasses have been sat. And we've been filming all day long, all of our Cruise Week special. Well, we are the final. I told you I saved the best till last, Jo. Cheers, Derek. So cheers to you, my darling, and cheers to you as well. Take advantage of these ridiculous Cruise Week specials. You'll have to come back soon, Jo, as well. I will do, I promise. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. And you need to get your cruises booked this week, of course, to get the future cruise vouchers. Cheers to you. Cheers to Clear and Cruise Week as well. Any chance to celebrate and wave the money around and give stuff away is absolutely brilliant. Stay right where you are. There's loads of these Cruise Week shows on the channel at the moment. Cheers to you.